In the heart of Yazd, a city that seems sculpted from mud, brick, and wind, there stands a structure that is so much more than a monument. It's the city's soul, really. A masterpiece of desert architecture that's been pulsing with life for 600 years. So today, let's explore the incredible story of the Amir Chakhmaq Complex. Just imagine the first light of dawn washing over this incredible facade, that warm, golden light catching the gentle curves of its arches. You see, this complex isn't just a building. It's a living, breathing piece of history. It's a profound symbol of a civilization that absolutely mastered survival in one of the toughest environments on Earth. You know, if you've ever seen a picture of Yazd, chances are this is the image that comes to mind. The Amir Chakhmaq Complex, with its grand, perfectly symmetrical facade, is the undisputed icon of this ancient desert city. It is a true architectural marvel that has just stood the test of time. But what's really interesting is that this magnificent complex wasn't just the vision of one man. No, it was a partnership. Back in the 15th century, the Timurid governor Amir Chakhmaq and his wife Sidi Fatima Khatun, they worked together to develop the city, creating this spiritual and social hub that would literally shape Yazd for generations to come. And this legacy has just evolved over the centuries, layering history right on top of itself. If you look at this timeline, you can really trace its journey. It started with that grand scale of its 15th century Timurid founders. Then it got refined during the Safavid era. They were known for their amazing tile work. Those iconic slender minarets we see today, they were actually a 19th century addition from the Qajar era. And after some crucial restorations in the 20th century, its global importance was finally sealed in 2017, when the entire historic city of Yazd became a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Okay, so let's move past that famous facade for a minute and look at how this complex is basically a self-contained ecosystem. It is so much more than just a pretty exterior. It's really a city within a city, blending the spiritual, the commercial, and all the essential needs of daily life. So that stunning facade we keep talking about, it's called a Tekyeh, and it's a structure specifically designed to be a kind of grandstand for observing Shiite mourning rituals. Each one of those symmetrical sunken alcoves had a purpose, creating a sort of public theater for some of the most profound ceremonies in the community. And woven right into this sacred space is the economic heart of the complex, the Haji Ganbar Bazaar. This bustling marketplace makes sure that the spiritual and commercial life of Yazd are completely intertwined, and that's a tradition that continues to this day as merchants and shoppers fill its historic halls. And what can you find in there? Oh, the bazaar is an absolute treasure trove of Yazdi craftsmanship. We're talking exquisite hand-woven textiles called terme, world-famous sesame sweets, and even high-carat gold, often 20 to 24 carats, which is way purer than what you'd normally find. But you have to wonder, how did a city like this thrive in the middle of a desert? Well, the Ab Anbar is a perfect example of their genius. This is a massive underground water reservoir, and it's equipped with Yazd's famous wind catchers, or bad gears, which channel cool air down to keep the water refreshingly chilled. It was a vital lifeline, and just a masterpiece of ancient engineering. Okay, so now let's see how all these different elements come together to make the complex more than just a collection of buildings. For centuries, it has been the living, breathing heart of the community, the central stage for the social life of Yazd. It's actually known as the Square of Yazdi Epics. And this isn't just a tourist spot. This is where families gather in the evenings, where kids play, where the whole community just comes together. It's a space that really fosters connection, bridging that ancient past with the vibrant present. I mean, the square is constantly alive. During the day, it's all about the energy from the bazaar. But as dusk falls and the facade gets lit up in this dramatic orange glow, it completely transforms into a social hub. And all year round, it serves as the main stage for festivals and incredibly important rituals. And it's those rituals that really reveal the deepest layer of the complex's identity. The everyday chatter and gatherings make way for something much more profound, as this public square transforms into a sacred stage, a theater for ceremonies of remembrance and faith that bind the whole city together. See, tucked away into a corner of the square is this object of immense reverence. This number, 450, that's the approximate age of the historic wooden nakhl, a living relic from the Safavid era that is absolutely central to the city's most important mourning rituals. So what exactly is a nakhl? Well, it's this colossal wooden structure, and it's shaped like a cypress tree, which, in ancient Persia, was a symbol of life and resilience. During the ceremonies of Muharram, it becomes a symbolic coffin for Imam Hussein, the grandson of the Prophet Muhammad. The ceremony itself is called Nakhl, and it is an intensely moving spectacle. First, the Nakhl is decorated with black and green cloths, mirrors, and swords. Then, in just an incredible display of unity and faith, hundreds of men lift this massive structure onto their shoulders. They carry it through the streets, accompanied by rhythmic chants, before circling the square and returning it to its resting place. And this is way more than just a local tradition. The Nakhl is officially recognized as an intangible cultural heritage of Iran. That's a testament to its power to unite a community and connect generations through a shared act of remembrance. So we've seen its history, its architecture, and its cultural heartbeat. Let's take a moment to reflect on the enduring legacy of the Amir Chakhmaq Complex and what truly makes it a living monument. So let's do a quick recap of what makes this complex so special. It's in the UNESCO city of Yazd. It was founded way back in the 15th century, and it's this incredible example of Persian Islamic architecture. It seamlessly blends key elements like a mosque, a tekyeh, and a bazaar. And its cultural function is threefold. It's a social, commercial, and religious center that is just as relevant today as it was 600 years ago. You know, this quote, inspired by UNESCO's description of Yazd, it just perfectly captures why this place is so remarkable. Every single arch, every wind catcher, every underground reservoir is a testament to the ingenuity it took to build a thriving civilization in the middle of a desert. It's a masterclass in sustainable design, centuries before that term even existed. Which brings us to our final thought, really. The story of Amir Chakhmaq isn't just about the past. It poses a real question for us today. How does a structure built 6 centuries ago manage to avoid becoming just a sterile museum piece, and instead remain the vibrant, essential, beating heart of a modern city? Well, the answer seems to lie in its brilliant fusion of beauty, faith, and just enduring function.